Hi everybody, Sarah Louise here. So if you're watching the rerun, you'll obviously see this from the very beginning while I'm waiting for the live viewers to get on. So if you're watching the rerun, please can you put in the comments the word rerun and where you're watching from, as I like to know who my audience are and whether you're watching it actually live or on the rerun. I also like to know which countries are my target audience, who's enjoying my content. So if you can put the word rerun and where you're watching from, and then if you're watching me live, if you put the word live and where you're watching from, as I like to know, say like for example if I go live now between 9 and 10 PM UK time, I like to know who's watching me live and where you're watching from, because it's helping me. So I don't expect much in return for all of this value that I give, but I do appreciate it if you do enjoy my content and you're getting value from it. I love for people to interact and pass comments while they're watching, because I do go in afterwards when the video's finished and I will go back in and read every single comment and I follow up with every single comment. So if you're enjoying what I'm talking about and you're getting value from it and you're connecting with what I say, then please do give me feedback, because I do appreciate that, and that is literally all I ask of you. I'd just like to know who's watching, where you're watching from. And if you're enjoying the content, then please tell me. Don't just be one of those secret stalkers or silent viewers, because I know that there's thousands of people watching these videos and very, very few will ever comment, and it's always the same people that do. So it's always nice to know that if you are enjoying them, then please do tell me that you are. And if there's a specific topic or subject that you'd like me to cover, not tailored to a specific business or brand, but if you want me to cover anything particularly, then by all means write in the comments and give me ideas, because I'm more than happy to do that. So sorry I'm slightly later than I planned. Originally I said it was going to be 9 o'clock, but I've just had an accident at home. A horrendous accident, by the way. So I went up into the loft to get my suitcase, and I was up the step ladders and I'm bringing the suitcase down, and they're like hard plastic suitcases, and as I brought it down, the suitcase smacked straight onto my face, which pushed me back, which I fell off the steps onto my carpet. But I've got the biggest bruise, had a nosebleed, which is why I haven't been able to come on till now, but I've got the biggest bruise now on my face, so I've tried to cover it with makeup. But then I thought, imagine if I'd have passed out, who would have known, or who would have found me? I could have just been laid on the carpet and no one would even know about it. So it was a bit of like one of those moments where I thought, shit, I could be just laid out on the carpet now and no one would even know. So I could do without a big bruise on my face before I go away to Vegas on Tuesday, but fingers crossed it will go. I'm a very quick healer. So I just thought I'd let you know the reason why I'm slightly later than planned. So back to topic. So tonight I want to talk about how to define your audience and knowing where to find them, and why it's really important to understand your audience, to know who your target market is. Because a lot of people, when they start out with a home-based business, they just think, I need to make sales, I need to recruit, but they don't follow back and go back. You have to understand who your audience is and who you want to appeal to, because if you make the mistake of trying to appeal to everybody and anybody, you're never ever going to be successful. You've got to tailor it to as specific niche as you can, and then if anybody else outside that niche is attracted to you and your offer, then fantastic. But you need to try and tailor it to a specific audience, because your audience are going to want to see you being consistent every day. They're going to want to be entertained by you. They're going to want to learn from you. They're going to want to be motivated and inspired by you. What they're not going to want to come and see is like an advert or a picture or a sale every time they connect to your page. If you were watching your favourite TV programme, we all know how annoying it is when the adverts come on, when we're just getting into a movie or just getting into a programme and the advert comes on, we're like, oh. But if there was an advert coming on every few minutes, you'd get so peed off, wouldn't you, that you'd change the channel. Well, that's what people do on social media. If you are just pitch, sell, You're not giving value, so therefore people will move away from you and they'll move to somebody else where they are getting value from. So thinking about your target audience, you have to really, really think about this in detail. So you need to be thinking, are they male or female? How old are they? Where do they work? What do they do? What salary do they actually have? You know, are they interested in any specific hobbies? What would their interests be? What would be their interests in business? What would be their interests in personal? Where would they sort of like holiday? What would they do with their free time? Do they have children? Are they single? You may think I'm crazy going into so much detail, but it works. If you're wanting to appeal to mums with children, your content will be very different to somebody that wants to appeal to a young crowd that wants to travel the world. The two are completely separate people. So therefore you have to tailor your content to appeal to who you're trying to attract. Now, you're going to get a strong following and a loyal audience if you're doing content for them daily that they're connecting with. They want to come onto your page and feel like you're personally talking to them. So the content is exactly what they want to see, exactly what they want to watch, and exactly what they want to hear. Now, if you're trying to appeal to just everybody and anybody, and you're not tailoring it to a specific audience, then you're not going to be detailed enough for them to really think, oh, I can't wait to watch Sarah's next video. Oh, I can't wait to see Sarah's next post. Can you still see me? What the hell happened then? New phone asking me to verify if it's me. Can you still see me? Can you still see me and hear me? God, what a nightmare. Yeah, so as I was saying, so regarding your target audience, you have to really, really tap into who they are. And the more you understand where these people are, then you're not just relying on social media platforms like Facebook. You've got to think about people that are interested in specific sports, people that are interested in specific hobbies. Where are they? It's like people that are really into Formula One and say would go to watch Formula One tend to have money. Now, they're not necessarily going to be just on Facebook. Where are they going to be? They're going to be in chat rooms, they're going to be in forums, they're going to be watching things on YouTube, they're going to be reading articles on Google. You can find people everywhere and anywhere. But if you're thinking, well, why do I need to be involved in Formula One? That's not to do with my business. But you have to think about it in a bigger picture of people that are going to buy from you that have this. You've got to think about what they do for their hobbies and their interests. Also, if you've got a hobby or interest that you're very keen in, it's a great conversation starter. So if you're really into golf, you're really into football, you're really into like horses, you're really into beauty, it might be nothing to do with your business, but it means that you're able to connect with people on a different level. Now, every single person online that is in business still has hobbies and interests. You've got to think about places like, where would they go on holiday? Because there's holiday pages on Facebook, you know, there's TripAdvisor, there's people everywhere that are commenting online where you can then start to have a conversation with these people and a connection with these people. But you've got to think about the bigger picture. If you're just trying to find people solely on Facebook, you're missing out on a huge, huge audience because not everybody is on Facebook or wants to be. So you need to be thinking outside the box of where you can find more people that would therefore be interested in your products. Now, you've got to also connect with these people to find their pain points and their struggles. If your audience don't have any problems, then you can't solve their problems. They're not going to be your buyers. So you have to really understand, what does your business opportunity or product do? How can it help those people? And therefore, where will those people be? So if you need to find these people, if you don't already have a big audience, you have to be creating content on your page. And then when you are connecting with these people, whether it's on Facebook or not, you need to be sending them really back to your Facebook and encouraging them to see your content. So therefore, you're not pitching to them, you're not trying to sell to them. What you are doing is you're adding value. So think about the younger generation. They're going to be on places like Snapchat. where the older generation aren't. So the two different platforms, again, social media platforms, you know, places like Instagram, it tends to appeal to a certain sort of age with certain sort of interests. So again, if that's your target audience and you're wanting to find people, again, tap into other social media platforms. You don't have to be posting content on them, but you can still be on there and engaging with people, and again, having conversations with them. You can get into their inbox to have that one-on-one. But if you're not reaching out to your target audience, how are you ever going to then make the sales? So people are falling under the trap, I said it yesterday, of just liking and commenting on everybody's posts on Facebook, but that's not going to get you the sales. That's going to get you some engagement of people on your page, but then if your content on your page isn't portraying who you want to attract, then they're not going to then come back to your page on a daily basis. So content creation is so important. But when you're creating your content, you have to have your perfect customer in mind, thinking, if I was your perfect customer, what would I want to see on your page? If you're into beauty, I would want to see everything to do with beauty. If you're into cryptocurrency, I would want to hear about the latest things going on in the news, the latest trends. I want to be educated by you on my page. So it's like my page, for example, because I sell online training courses, all of my content is the things that I've learnt in the industry. I want to give back. So I give snippets of what I've learnt to attract the right people to me. And then when people say they get value from my videos and where am I learning all of this content, then I then take them back and say, look, I've got the course. So you've got to think, how can you do the same? How can you educate your audience so that then they then know clearly what you actually do? Because I think a lot of people on Facebook, their content isn't clear enough. So it's not clear, if I was to go onto your Facebook today, what you actually do, what your interests are, what your passion is. But also, is it clear on your Facebook page how you can solve people's problems? So on my page, it's very clear. I'm all about helping people make money online, how to be successful, how to help people that are struggling, or someone that wants to quit their 9-to-5 and be an online entrepreneur. I'm very clear in all of my content. So you have to go back to your page and think, are you clear? And are you therefore going to be able to attract the right audience to you? Because attraction marketing is all about you having the right content and then attracting the right people. You're never going to struggle to get sales if you are making it clear how you can serve and help people. If you're not making it clear, then you're missing out on just a vast amount of money, but also on a super successful career. Now, all of this can be changed very, very easily and very, very quickly. But you have to be consistent every single day, because if you're not consistent, they're going to go and find somebody that is. Because you've got to remember, on Facebook, there's so much competition out there. And if you're in a franchise, you're selling the same product as thousands of people around the world. So what is going to make you different is you. There's only one you. You are unique. But are you letting your uniqueness actually stand out? Are you bringing your personality and your value to your Facebook page to share with others? Because if you're not doing that, then you are missing out, because you need to brand yourself to attract your perfect audience. But if you're not branding yourself and you're trying to just lead with your product or your business opportunity, they can buy that from anybody. But what will make your sales is what you can bring to the product and opportunity on top of just the product and opportunity. People sign up with me because they say, I can't wait to be on your team. You come across like a great mentor online, all this value that you give. I know you'd be able to help me. So what I'm doing is, my content on my Facebook is very clear. I do all of this to help people for free. But what it's also doing is it's a magnetic force of bringing the right people to me. So I don't pay for any Facebook ads. I don't do any advertising at all. I literally just share my content on my Facebook Lives. Every time I'm learning, I just give it out to the marketplace for free. And then the right people are coming to me. And it's as simple as that. It doesn't matter if you're in beauty, if you're in health, if you're in cryptocurrency, the services. You can be in any niche or any market. But if you're willing to learn every day, and then you're willing to give the value back out, It's the learn, do, teach strategy. So you learn something, you do it, you get results, and then you teach it. And you should be willing to do that for free without expecting anything in return. The more you give, I can assure you the more you get. And like today, I got another $2,500 sale because somebody saw my page again and said, I need help online. I know you're going to be able to help me. I've connected with that person and I've got a sale. That's because they can clearly see that I can help them. So this is why I say to people, you can sell high ticket, no problem. But if you've got to give the value out first for them to know, like, and trust you. And if you're providing content daily for them to look at you and think, yes, they know what they're talking about. Yes, I can see that they're consistent every single day. They're going to know then that you're trustworthy to go into business with. Where if you're only posting like, once a week and then it's just random this, random that, you're not sending a clear message to your target audience. So this is why you need to, think about what you're posting and think, is it adding value? Is it showing my results? And is it showing my lifestyle? If it's not showing any of those three, it's not really worth posting, because you've got to be branding yourself in a clear message. So if you stick to those three, then you will start to see results. You'll get more and more leads coming into your business. So I'm just going to go back to my notes. Just while I read my notes a couple of seconds, I'm just going to ask you, are you getting value so far from this live? Are you enjoying it so far? If you are, put the comments in the comment box. I'm just going to quickly read my notes, put my glasses onto my sore nose. So if you've only just tuned in, I dropped the suitcase on my face. Dropped the suitcase on my face tonight out the loft. So I've got a massive, I had a massive nosebleed and a big bruise on my face. I nearly didn't go live. I thought, I'm not going on live, Facebook Live with a bruised face, but I can't go back on my word. I promised to do a Facebook Live every day. So this is how much I love you guys. I'm on Facebook Live with a black nose. So I'm just quickly reading my notes to make sure I haven't missed anything out. So the key to effective marketing is delivering the right message to the right people. Marketing is less selling and more solving problems. So the last three tips that I just want to talk about is you need to get crystal clear about what your product actually does. So your product or opportunity, really understand what it does. Rather than worrying too much about like the compensation plan and how much profit you're going to make and all of that, really just understand the product. What does it do and who can it help? Then you've got to then think, how can I find these people? Where are they? Where do they hang out? And how can I get connected with these people on a daily basis? You need to be connecting with as many people. Marketing online is a numbers game. The more people you can connect with worldwide, the better. So even if somebody doesn't buy from you, but they really respect you and like you, remember that they're going to recommend you as well. So it doesn't matter if that specific person doesn't necessarily buy from you. If you've made a good first impression and they like you, they're very likely to recommend you to friends and family. So don't ever rule out thinking, oh, they're not going to buy from me, I'm not going to bother with them. That's the wrong attitude. Always think that every single person that you ever connect with could potentially be a sale or a recommendation. And even if they don't want to do business with you, chances are they will open up the doors to somebody else that does. So that's everything I wanted to cover this evening. I hope that you've got some value from it. And then tomorrow I'm going to do another live. I'm going to try and stick to 9 p.m. There shouldn't be any accidents, so I should be online on time. So I'm going to go back in now and read all of the comments, and I will follow up with any of you that have asked specific questions. And I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I hope to see you all on tomorrow's live. Take care, have a great evening, bye.